Hello, it's Thursday. Oh, I've just noticed something. My little box isn't working. Just a minute, I've got to unplug something and plug it back in again. Just a minute. That usually sorts that out. Unplug it back in. Otherwise, it'll all be very, very messy. Oh, there it is. It's working now. Hello, it's Thursday, the 28th of October 2021. Welcome to our little chat show. Thanks so much, those of you sending in comments and little messages, which I'll come to before the end of the show. I hope you are smiling this morning. I thought we'd start with a song. Because one or two of you are looking a little bit miserable today. We can't be miserable, dear. Stop. I'm feeling a bit low today. Well, here I am to brighten up your sad, lonely, pathetic lives. Are you ready? I have selected a new song which I may or may not try at the karaoke this week. I've got a couple of new songs I want to try. I was looking for a karaoke version of a ballad, Leo Sayer. Have you ever been in love? Do you know that one? Da 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 da. Can't find one. Can't find a karaoke version of that, unfortunately. Nice song. And also My Life by Shirley Bassey. Da da. Funny how you used to say, what good is my... That one. Very, very nice. Very gay, dear. Very gay. Yes. So I might do that one. I think I might try that one on Friday night, actually. Oh, incidentally, if you are coming down to the karaoke this weekend, here is the karaoke poster. Stand by. Here it is. There it is. If you're coming along to one of those this week, we got a couple of bottles of wine to give. I think it's bottles of wine we're giving away. Or is it a voucher? Ooh, can't remember. Anyone who comes in fancy dress, because it's Halloween. Yes, Halloween. We're going to... Oh, you're back. We're going to get you. Halloween. Oh, I've got my Halloween thing here. Have you seen this? Look. Very heavy. This is from Disney. It's about 20 years old. 21, 22 years old. Yeah, it's a snow globe. There you go. Snow globe. And it also plays a little tune. But I'm saving the tune. I'm saving the tune for Halloween. It's good. It's got all evilness on there, okay? Look, evilness. And so the Halloween, the karaoke this week, they're going to do a prize for anyone that comes in the best costume. All right, so that's it. Central Station Karaoke, Friday and Saturday, 7:30 to 11 o'clock. I'm going to try and make you smile. I know it's very hard for some of you, darling, I know. My accompaniment, thank you, pianist. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in your sky, you'll get by, with my help, of course. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. No, I'm not doing the whole song. No whole song, dear. It's not like you're paying me to do it, is it? By the way, you can still send a tip if you want. Here's my PayPal. You can't wait, can you? No, nothing coming in as usual. Never mind, darling. And before you say... I bet there's one or two. I mean, it's really sad that people notice these little things rather than watch the content of the show. I bet there were people say, "Oh, he keeps looking down. I bet he's got the words done there." Well done! Give yourself a little pat on the back, you sad git. Dear me, honestly. Ow, I bet he's got his words down. Yes, I've got the words. Of course I have. I don't know every song that's ever come out of it. There are. I hope that's made you smile this morning. Those of you who live in permanent depression or anything like that, that might be wrong with you. Here I am to make you smile. And if I don't make you smile, and if you really hate me that much, turn it off. No need to write to Ofcom. You can if you want. They don't regulate us here, darlings. All right. Or Reach on Air comes in. Oh, don't even start with Reach on Air, please. So yesterday, I started my show as usual, you know, and it was going on, and that was fine. And around about a quarter, messages were coming through, and I was reading these messages out. And then there was a couple of messages that looked really odd, and I thought, well, that's funny. You know, I was asking that, and they've said that, which is not unusual actually. You know, it's like the old chat show. It's like the chat show, where we have all these subjects, and it used to take me some time on the live shows to sort out loads of things that I thought you might join in with, or people might join in with, and you read all these out, and then you get a message coming, hi. Right? And there was like, did you not hear anything? And it's a little bit of a waste of time, really. And it was a bit like that yesterday. I thought, well, maybe they're doing something else. And then someone sent me a message, the music that's playing out, I don't think you're playing. And then I fired up my smart speaker, and it was indeed not playing out the show. So I sat here for 45 minutes yesterday morning talking to myself. Not that that's not unusual, dear. I literally sat here. The show wasn't going out. It was going out on the YouTube feed, you know, with half a dozen people that are usually on there. 3, 4, 5 people are usually on there. But it wasn't going out on the main Reach on Air thing. Very, very strange. I'm not quite sure what went wrong there, but it doesn't matter. You know, now and again you get a little bit of a problem like that, and that's fine. You just take it with a grain of salt, really. You don't worry yourself too much about it. But literally, I started talking to myself a little bit like I am at the moment, to be honest. Anyway, talking of the YouTube feed, I'm afraid that's gone now. That's gone. I've had to take that off because I'm getting so many copyright warnings, not strikes. I haven't got one of those. And you really don't want a copyright strike, because 3 strikes and you're out, right? You don't want one. I've never had one, okay? I really don't want that. But with the amount of little warnings coming through, I decided to pull that. All right, it's just not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk. But it's no problem, because you can still listen on your smart speaker, of course, or on the, on the what? What do you call it now? The smart speaker, or your phone, or your computer. It says it there, doesn't it? You see those little things? See where it says the Chris Reardon Radio Show? And then under there, all the different ways of listening to it. If you're at a computer, just type in reachonair.com. And you'll find it there, and you can listen that way. All right, my darling. So sorry about that. That's kind of out of my hands, really. And I was surprised. I'll be honest. I'm surprised we've got away with it for so long. But there we go. So that's gone now. What else have we got here? So we've done that. My Life, number 4. Oh yes, I know what I've got to tell you. A little story I've come about here. Meghan Markle. She's found something to do at last. And you know, this might work for you, love. This might, because all the trying to tear apart the royal family isn't. This might work for you, darling. It really might. She needs something to do. She must be bored to tears. You know, I don't suppose. I don't know how much baby looking after those two do. Presumably, very rich people like that have. I don't know. Presumably, very rich people like that would have nannies and things doing. Nappy changing and this, that, the other. Is that how that works? I don't know. Or maybe they're hands-on. I'm sure they're very, very good father or mother. You know, I just wish they wouldn't keep trying to tear the blooming royal family apart all the time. It won't work. It won't work, and you'll be left looking very silly, I think. Anyway, she has found something to do. It's in the Daily Mail, the women's section of the Daily Mail, which is very sexist. They shouldn't have one. That's outrageous that you have a special section for women. That's sexist. So that's why I'm reading it as well, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, this is written in the Daily Mail. It says, Meghan Markle cut a chic figure. Oh, and they go on about what she's wearing as well. What's that got to do with the story? You know, are you trying to sell us something? I bet they are, actually. Hang on. Usually in these newspapers, have you noticed that? If they've got some sort of celebrity or star or... I'm really sorry, I keep touching my nose. It's very itchy again. When they've got a star and they're wearing something, usually somewhere in the story, they're trying to sell the... There it is! I told you! I knew it! There it is! Oh, my God! Well, shall we do that? Well, I think we'll do that first. It's more interesting than the story. So in this picture, in the Daily Mail, she's got this bracelet on, right? So you go through the picture, and there it is. Female fashion finder, treat yourself to Meghan's Cartier bracelet. Now, how much do you think this has got? You got a few quid laying around in those envelopes underneath your bed covers, have you? I know you're hiding money under there. But no names mentioned. You just don't like to spend it, do you? Eh? I know it's hidden under that table of yours or those that mattress. That wee-stained mattress of yours. I mean, you'd think you'd spend some of that money on a new mattress, wouldn't you? Anyway, Meghan Markle. Yeah, accessories have the power. This is the advert. Accessories have the power to make or break an outfit, which is why it's worth investing in key pieces that will transform any look. Anyway, cue Meghan Markle for inspiration. Not sure that she gives me inspiration, but there we are. Fashion-wise, no, darling. Kate, not you, love. Kate Middleton. She's the one, dear. She'll be the one selling her dresses. I heard she's going to donate some of hers to the Scout Jumble sale somewhere near her. Is that right? We immediately spotted her stunning Cartier love bracelet as she showed off her new book, The Bench, which we'll come to in a minute. Made of 18-karat gold. Is that good? I assume that's good. I know nothing about jewellery, gold, diamonds, pearls, any and they have no interest to me whatsoever. My mate can tell you all about diamonds and jewellery and all. Oh, he loves it all, dear. Oh, gold rings. Oh, have you seen my gold sovereign? Oh, lovely, a gold sovereign. Don't do anything for me at all, that sort of stuff. Does it you? Have you got many of those things at home? I bet one or two of you have, haven't you? You've got them hidden somewhere. I know, I'll be round your house to find it. Anyway, apparently this is 18-karat gold, which I assume is quite good. This bangle is prized for its symbolism, evoking an eternal bond with screw details. Screw details. They're trying to sell this to you. Are you buying it yet? Wait till you hear the price. Screw details that suggest the wearer is locked in love. Locked in. That could be the name of a new song. I must get in touch with David Guetta to immediately do a dance mix of that. Anyway, so Meghan's bracelet, if you order it through the Daily Mail, it's an absolute bargain at £37.50. I beg your pardon, there's no dot. £3,750 for bleeding bracelet. Oh, dear me. Duh, just imagine all the lovely new microphones I could have with that. I got £3,000. Oh, you could have a really good computer, couldn't you? 3,700 pair, 50 quid to put a bit of metal on your arm. What is the point of that? Come on, girls. You don't want all that, my love. Invest, put it in the building society or something and get yourself 0.00001% interest, if you're lucky. Anyway, so that's if you want to order the bracelet. But yes, apparently she's got this video and she's going to read children's stories. It's online already on YouTube. And the book, where is it now? It's a £12.99 debut book by the Duchess. So I suppose she's written it as well, has she? Yes, it says here, before she began, I'll give you the YouTube channel if I can find it in a minute. Before she began reading, Meghan explained, today I'm going to be reading to you my book called The Bench with illustrator Christian Robinson. I asked him to do something special for me and use watercolours, which isn't the normal medium he works in, but he did make it extra special. I wrote this as a poem for my husband and our son Archie, and then he turned it into a book so you can enjoy it too. The £12.99 debut book by the Duchess was released in June and inspired by a poem she wrote for Prince Harry's first Father's Day, the month after Archie was born. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Exploring the special bond between father and son as seen through a mother's eyes. It's not... It's not known yet if Meghan has received an advance for the book and whether any of the proceeds will be donated to charity. Industry experts have suggested she could have commanded £500,000 in advance. £500,000 for writing a book. Well, I haven't seen it yet. And I'm pleased that she's found something to do at last. You know, because we really are very bored of seeing you moaning about the royal family all the time. So, well done, my darling. Now, is there a channel? Yeah, the channel, it's not her YouTube channel, The channel it's on is called Brightly Storytime. I'll spell that for you. Brightly. Brightly Storytime, okay? That's the channel. And you can see Read Aloud with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And there's loads of other people doing Read Aloud things. It's just trying to see if there's anyone famous. I don't recognise any of those faces. You know, you'd think they'd want someone famous who possibly hosts a talk show to do that sort of thing. I can read children's stories. I'd be good at that. You know, let's start with Halloween 2 or The Shining. Come on, kids, gather around. Today's story is Friday the 13th, part 6. Oh, come on, there's no fun in the world if the kids aren't screaming and absolutely terrified, is there? That's why Disney put in so many evil witches. My favourite, of course, is Ursula. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. Yeah, that one. Anyway, good luck to Meghan. I hope it works for her. I really do. I really hope that works for her. Well done, Meghan, for writing a story there. Where are these flies? I'm sure there's flies in here coming from a plant or something. I've got loads of pot plants and all that over on the thing there. All right. Okay, boys and girls. I've watched another episode of Squid Game today, which I'm enjoying at the moment on Netflix. It's made in Korea. It's in Korean, dubbed into English. The dubbing isn't too bad at all, I have to say. And in this particular episode, I think it was episode 4, they're doing a tug of war. Except the tug of war, they go and stand on these two, like, great big... what do you call them? You know, those things that they have bridges. Those poles? Not poles, what do you call pillars? They're like pillars, but they've got long thing on there so that two tug of war teams can stand either side. But it's a long way up. They have to take a lift up to these things, and there's a rope on the floor, and both sides pick up the rope, and there's a flag in the middle, and they start pulling. And of course, the ones who win pull the other team off there, which are then dangling on this rope like this. And then this chopper comes down, and the rope is cut, and they all fall down on the floor, and they're dead. I love it. Get rid of a few of those bleeding Insulate Britain people on one of those. Good luck. Yeah, we could have Insulate Britain on one side and Extinction Rebellion on the other. Let them pull each other to complete oblivion. So that's that, and that's quite good. And then there's a big fight in this place where they all sleep, and another load of them are all dead. But there's something else going on there. And if they've just died, or if they're just alive, usually if they've lost something and they're still alive, the members of staff come around and just shoot them in the head, and that's it, dead. Blood everywhere, dear. In this, if you don't like blood, don't watch it. Squid Game on Netflix. Okay, I don't think it'll be your sort of thing, Maureen. To be honest, I don't think you'd like it. But there's something else going on, and it appears if they're just dead or not quite dead, now and again, one ends up going into this other room, and I think that members of staff are doing this on the side without the boss knowing. They go into another room, and they're having bits taken out. Eyeball. I saw an eyeball being placed into a plastic bag, and something else. It might have been a heart or a liver or something like that being placed into a plastic bag, and they're getting sold somewhere. Do you know, I've heard these stories before. Chinese, I don't know the truth of them. Chinese prisoners who are taken for an operation, but they don't wake up because their body parts are then harvested and then sold to very rich people. Yeah, I've heard this before. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. There's all sorts of conspiracy things on the internet, isn't there? More fool you if you believe some of those, I tell you. Just stupid things on the internet. So that was Squid Games. I had a lovely dinner tonight. Just before I come up to see you today, I had one of my favourite pizzas. Now, these are the mozzarella and I think roasted tomato pizzas in the Co-op, £5.65. In Aldi, thank you very much, £3.29. Big pizza. I had one of those just before I come and talk to you. And half of a Viennetta. Oh, lovely, dear. Do you like a Viennetta? Take it out and chop it in little bits. Oh, it's just so smooth. Do you know what I'm considering now? having the other half. Should I have... No, too much, dear, too much. Half is enough. We mustn't be piggies. We mustn't be piggies. So I had that just before I come up there. What else have we got here? Dun, 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 dun. Good. Right, let's do some of your messages today. I was just talking to my nephew, Gary, and I was asking him if he was going to try some of my vegan bacon. And he says, I don't think so. He said they look like dog chews. He's got a point. He's got a point. If you didn't see it, okay, that's a couple of shows back. Just look underneath, all right, my darlings? They absolutely look like dog chews, didn't they? Oh, dear. Oh, well, so Gary won't be trying one of those. What else have we got here? Vera. Hello, Vera. She sent in a couple of messages on the show today. Hello, Vera. Says, on the subject of This Is Not Bacon, the item that I showed you, once again, it's 2 shows back. So that would be the show on Tuesday, the 25th of October, 2021. All right, look for that one and you'll see us doing a breakfast, basically, vegan bacon. I've got another brand of vegan bacon, incidentally, which I'll be doing soon as well for another breakfast, okay? Vera says, you can get that particular item, This Is Not Bacon it's called, in Sainsbury's and Tesco's. She says they are all the same price. I've had it before and it's very nice. She likes it. She likes it. She says it's a bit expensive. It is a bit expensive, but I call it a little treat to have in the morning. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it actually, Vera. I've got to be honest. When I had that breakfast, it was 5, you can't call them rashers, I don't know what you call them. 5 bits of that bacon. You'd get 2 lots in one packet. You'd probably get away with 3 bits, to be honest. It's just me being a fat pig as usual. Ow, you can't use the word fat. Well, I did. I just used it about myself. Fat. Go on, write to someone. Fat. So I had 5 pieces of bacon and 2 eggs and 1 piece of, was it 1 or 2 pieces of bread? I can't remember now. Well, at lunchtime, I didn't really need lunch. I'll be honest with you. That really fills you up. Now, my normal breakfast in the morning, as most of you know, is fat-free yoghurt, some porridge oats in there, left in the fridge overnight, mixed up together. You get it out, then you chop up an apple, and I put in some blueberries, and that's my normal breakfast in the morning. But by lunchtime, I'm really hungry. This time, I had that, and I'll be honest, by lunchtime, I wasn't that hungry. I just had lunch because it was lunchtime. I could have done away with the lunch. So maybe that's a little secret there, that it keeps you full. Those of you that have done Slimmer's World before will know that you can have a fried breakfast every morning, as long as you don't use oil, okay? And you don't, believe me, you don't need oil. As long as you've got a non-stick pan, you put your mushrooms and bacon, lean sausages, what else have we got? Baked beans, tomatoes, you put all that in there. You can have that every morning on the Slimmer's World. There's no sins. The sins are in the oil. You don't want to put any oil in. You can have that every morning. Oh, it's lovely. And isn't it nice, Vera, now and again, not every day, because you get bored with it, now and again to have bacon and eggs in the morning, or in our case, vegan bacon and eggs. Very, very nice indeed. She also writes, here's some more for you to try. She says, now the little willies are just what they are. Little willies, dear. This is a family-based programme, Vic. I'm very, very surprised at you. Well, with you being a Roman Catholic as well, dear, bringing up little willies on this show? I don't think so, darling. I'll tell those to get straight out. Little? No, thank you. Oh, I beg your pardon. She says you'll have to cook the whole thing to enjoy it. They are okay just like any other sausage. Oh, they're sausages, are they? Little Willy sausages. How interesting. She says they're just like any other sausage. So that's a brand, a vegan brand, I suppose, of sausage. Little Willies. She said, as for the kebab, wow. I do it with fried onion, a bit of garlic paste, lettuce, tomatoes, or whatever you like to add to it and put it in a wrap. You could just make them go a long way by cutting them in half. Yummy. She said, the kebab I got from Sainsbury's, this would be some sort of vegan kebab, I am assuming there, Vera. The kebab I got from Sainsbury's at the special price of offer £2.50. Again, expensive. The Little Willies. I can't remember how much they were. Let me have a look. The Little Willies. Let me see. The Little Willies. I can't believe they've called sausages that. There they are. It's it's an American group. It's not bringing up anything there. Little Willies, the vegetarian butcher. There we are. Has he got a picture of the Willies? They don't look small at all to me. Vegetarian sausages. Thank you very much for that, Vera. And the kebab she's talking about. You want to send any emails in, boys and girls? That's great. There's my email address there. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk to send an email if you want to do a longer message. Or, of course, you can just put a comment straight underneath this video, and I'm happy to read those out as well. Here comes a few. Hello to Glenda in the United States of America. Glenda has been with the show for years, and over the period of time, she sent me little bits and pieces in the post, which I'm eternally grateful. The last lot of things was like China caravans and things up at our Lincolnshire Luxury Media Waterside Centre, isn't it, Glinda? Anyway, Glenda says, Mr. England, it's not tomato sauce, it's ketchup. Again, going back to the vegan breakfast, or no, it's not vegan. The vegan bacon and eggs that we had on Tuesday's show, and I mentioned tomato sauce. No, apparently it's tomato ketchup in the US. It's tomato. We're not allowed to call it tomato sauce, are we, Glenda? Do you like tomato ketchup on stuff? I have it on. I used to have it on more stuff than I do. Actually, this afternoon I had some. I had vegetarian hot dogs. I got some broche buns. My mate was coming round, so we had vegetarian hot dogs from Aldi. They're very long. They're big. We had 3 each. Didn't need 3. 2 would have been quite nice. But you know what I had with those, Glenda? We had tomato ketchup. And I fried up 2 onions as well. Loads of onions. Oh, delicious. Followed by ice cream. I've had 2 lots of ice cream today. Isn't that terrible? I'm just a greedy fat pig. There I go again. Calling myself fat. Oh, where's the woke people? Oh! Thank you, Glenda. She says, Mr. England, it's not tomato sauce, it's ketchup. In the US, we call thickly sliced bread Texas toast. I don't like thin bread, do you? There was a brand that we had here years ago, Glenda. It's probably still out there. Don't know if you had it over there. It was called Nimble. I remember it in the 1970s. I'm watching the adverts on ITV for Nimble bread, and they used a balloon, like a balloon, one of those balloons that you sit in with a basket underneath. It will be flying. And if I remember, the balloon was white, and there was a girl in it who was white, maybe someone else there as well, and they're eating this Nimble bread because it's so light, you see. And the song would go, you fly like a bird in the sky. You fly like a bird, and I wish that you could fly. You fly like a bird in the sky. And it comes up at the bottom, nimble. Nimble. Look it up on YouTube, Glenda. Type in Nimble television ad, and you'll see that. It's really old now. Yeah, and she says, love the show. Wish I could have joined you for breakfast. Who knows, Glenda? One day we may join each other for breakfast. I actually want to come to America soon, really. One of the things I watch on YouTube, I like hymns. I really like church hymns, but I like them done big. You understand what I mean? Big. And there's a lot of the churches, Mormon tabernacle churches. I've seen videos of them. There's a particular one, I can't remember where it is now. But I keep watching these videos. Let me see if I can find one. Maybe I can find it, what the church is now. And it's almost like a show. you know, and I really like them. Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Let's have a look. Temple Square. What's that? Now, where's that then? There's what? Best of the. Here we go. Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Yeah, these are them. The first. This is. I think this is the church actually. The Plymouth Choir of First Plymouth Church, Lincoln, Nebraska. That's one place I'd like to see. And then they have one at Temple Square. Now, where is that? I'm thinking that might be New York. I'm only guessing. Temple Square, where's this other, another one at West Point, wherever that is. And they seem to have lots of these places. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir. It's just fantastic. And I watch little bits of the service on there. I love it. You know, hymns done big. Orchestra, big organ, huge choir. I love that. And there are several, I've got like a list I'm making now of churches that I want to visit in America. And I quite like the gospel stuff as well. I love that. You know, again, where they have a bit of a band on a stage, and usually some I don't know what you call him, the preacher in charge of that. And I mentioned it the other day. He calls people up and says, "You are a sinner," and pushes them on the floor. And then they get up all happy and everyone starts clapping and singing. I love it. So I must make a visit at some point, Glenda. And maybe we could have breakfast somewhere, you know? Could we meet at a Denny's? Oh, yeah. Pancakes. Maple syrup. Yes, you know I love that. Hello to the dark side. Hello to you, sir. Thanks for continuing to send your messages there. I think you're talking there about petrol and petrol taxes. He says, yes, and 60-odd% of that is bloody tax-robbing bastards. You're quite right. That's what the tax is on petrol. It's very much, isn't it? At least it hasn't gone up. I think it's 11 years they've not put tax up on petrol. Thank God for that. You know, small mercies, small mercies. And hello to Gary Ross, who says, I thought Compo was the old fella with the welly boots on in Last of the Summer Wine. We like that, don't we? La da 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 da. That one, yeah. All right. I think we're done now, aren't we done? There we are. That's it for our little show today. Thank you very much for joining us, boys and girls. Enjoy your Thursday. Once again, gang, if you're watching this early, I decided to let it go a little bit earlier, okay? Sort of around about 8 o'clock in the morning, you should be able to see this from in future, okay? And unless I haven't done it yet. Yeah, if you're watching this earlier, don't forget, you won't be able to watch the... watch or listen to the Reach on Air show anymore via YouTube, because we have a couple of little copyright things going on there, and it worries me a bit that I might get a strike, and we don't want a strike. Okay, so simply go to reachonair.com and you should be able to find it there. All right, reachonair.com. Enjoy your Thursday. See you again very soon. Bye bye now.